providers of Minnesota's The Inside Scoop with your advocacy team, Toby Pearson, Aaron Bowie, and Todd Bergstrom. This week's host, Toby Pearson.
Welcome to today's Inside Scoop. Today is Friday, January 27th. Lots of exciting things happened at the Capitol this week. First, the governor's budget or State of the State address, where he collapsed. Went to find out more information down at Mayo Clinic. We don't know any more updates on that, but that was big news this week. Also this week, the governor proposed his budget. Good news and bad news included in the budget. Which would you like first? I'm optimistic today. Let's go with the good news. There's some changes to the value-based reimbursement, or as we call VBR 2.0. Ask Todd for clarifying questions, please, not me. That were included in his budget. There's some budget savings, but they were agreed upon changes to language where there was interpretation questions. We will have a different bill that has a couple other items in it that are not necessarily agreed upon yet, but we will introduce that. Also included, fees, and more fees. There were some fees for increasing money to OHFC that were included. There were some fees having to do with the MARC system. There were fees having to do with an assisted living report card. There were just a lot of fees as well, which will be a topic of our testimony once they start taking testimony on the governor's budget. Also included, our favorite from last year, workforce data collection on assisted livings. Something that we've worked against in the past several years. We've again reached out to the department to say, hey, let's talk about this, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. Those were some of the highlight, one, and lowlights, multiple, of the governor's budget. So process-wise, that will get introduced as a bill. We'll then be able to see the language to see what we agree with or disagree with, testify on at committee, and then it will continue to sit there until the end of session when they all have to bring things together. Also this week, big picture item, the Senate and the House and the governor signed it. They negotiated a deal on what I've been referring to as the MNsure challenge, which is the escalating rates that people have to pay to get insurance. The governor proposed a rebate. The House wanted a bunch of other things. The Senate wanted some other things. What they ended up doing was a rebate of approximately 25%, and then they added in the part where, yes, for-profit insurance companies can now enter Minnesota, apparently. I'm not sure, because I haven't read all the details on it, if there are restrictions or anything, but that is a big change that will happen. So they both got a win. The governor got his rebate, the House and the Senate got their for-profit insurance companies. What did we do this week? Well, along with a plethora of meetings with a lot of folks to background and prep our materials and get them ready for when we present our bills, we also did testimony in the Senate Aging Committee this week, where we walked through a lot of the background of what the providers are facing, as well as highlighting the needs in workforce that we continue to have. The imperative bills are starting to go into the hopper, as I say. The first bill that has been introduced, and you can now track on our website, is the VBR 2.0 bill. That bill is scheduled for a hearing in the House next week, and we anticipate the Senate to have its first hearing on that, we believe, the following week. So things will start moving along. Also next week, there will be, in the Senate, they will be hearing the palliative care bill, which we have been watching as well, which is chief authored by Senator Housley, the chair of the Aging and Long-Term Care Committee in the Senate. That is the highlight. Those are the inside scoops. Or, that is the inside scoop, and those are the highlights. Thank you for watching. Check out the website. We're posting materials as they come up concerning our bills and our status. Thank you for watching the Inside Scoop.